All right, hockey fans, here we are. Some Mike Owens quick play pro hockey for you. Again, I'm going through the 92 NHL playoffs. I am in the, what would that be? Quarterfinals, semifinals? I don't know. Washington-Montreal series. So Washington won that series 4-2. Montreal out. We're in the Detroit-LA series. LA's leading 1-0. They won the last game 3-2. And so the winner of this series is going to meet Washington for the Stanley Cup. I haven't played this in a bit, so I might be a little rusty, but that's fine. We'll work our way through it. The only thing I'm getting scared of is this close game factor, because every time it comes up, I'm totally like, I have no idea how that thing works. But yeah, we'll work our way through that too. So, all right, let's continue our LA-Detroit series. Here we go, and game 2 action. I'm going to go green, blue, white. Hopefully I can stick to that and something doesn't happen midway through the game here where all of a sudden I'm doing blue, green, white. I've kind of switched them up back and forth in previous games. But anyways, here we go. Right, so I'm going to have to move this. Where am I going to put this? Darn it. I might just have to do scoring right now. I got scoring range here, and I have the determining who has the chance here. So I'm going to have to... Where's my other die here? I guess I'll use this one for... No, I want to use my brown one. I like that. It's got a nice number on it. Is that going to work for us? That's not really going to work for us. That kind of stinks. Okay, I'll put it over here. No, it's not going to work for us either. I'm just going to have to put it down here. And that's just... You know what? I'm going to move this up. And I'm going to put it way down here. Can you still see that? Can I still get it in the range? Okay, I can. Oh boy, this video is long enough already, isn't it? Okay, here we go. I'll need a little jab there. That'll keep me going. Okay. So the white's the time die, and then we're looking at green, blue. Green, blue. Got to keep that in mind. Green, blue for the scoring range. And let's go. The game is off. In Detroit. Green, blue, and that's 2 minutes off the clock, and we've already got a scoring chance. And so we're looking at 14. This is a chance for LA. I guess I'll move this sheet down here so we can actually see it. Chance for LA, and that's a 6, and that's a save. Okay, we're moving on here. 3 more minutes off the clock into the 6th minute, and blue-green, that's a 16. That's another chance. This is going to be a chance for 64. That's going to be LA again. And that's an 8. Goal! So, LA scores the first goal of the period. And where are my other dice here? I need a red, and I need my other red, which I don't have. And you know why? Because I was using it in some other game. So we're just going to go red in this one here. And so this is scored at 5:03 of the first. LA opens the scoring, and what am I doing? I don't even have my other charts ready. I'm going to pause the video here. Okay. Took a bit of time, was able to track down my tablet. I don't have these on paper. I just have it on my tablet to have a quick look. Okay, so now we are rolling for LA. Who scored the goal here? And it is 4:51. That's Donnelly. And assists, how many do we have here? 9. Assists would be 1 assist, okay. 1 assist on this goal, and it's a 164. That's Gretzky. So, Donnelly from Gretzky to open the scoring here in the first period. And let's continue on with our game here. And that's 33. Yes, 3 more minutes off the clock here. That is a scoring chance for green, blue. Gotta remember that. 24. 24 is LA again. And that is a 6. No, that's a save. Okay, we're continuing on here. And that's 1 more minute off the clock with a 46. No, that's too high and out of range. Another minute off the clock. We're halfway through the first period with a 23. We have a chance for 44. Detroit, can they tie it up here in the first? And that's a 2. No, that's a save. Got the triple ones there. That doesn't happen very often, does it? So 2 more minutes off the clock and a 25. Oh, getting quite a few chances here. 25. That's a 46. That is Detroit again. They have another chance to tie it up with the 8 goal. Yes, Detroit able to tie it up at 1. This one is scored at 12:20. And this goal is scored by, who are we looking at? Oh, whoops, this crazy tablet. So this is a Detroit goal scored by 355. Okay, I gotta find Detroit here now. 355, gotta remember that. There we go. 355. That is Shepherd. And how many assists do we have here? That is a 6. That's 2 assists. So first assist goes to 336. 336 is, oh, Shepherd can't have his own assist, so that's a 614. Brad McCrimmon. And second, oh, we're in 12, yeah. Second assist goes to 543. 543. Steve Chason. All right. Shepherd from McCrimmon. Chason had tied up. Let's continue on. Another minute off the clock, and the 66 is too high and out of range. Another 3 minutes. And we're looking at a 55. No, again. Period is weighing on here. 2 more minutes, and we're down to a 31, which is a chance for 61. LA just on the edge there. And with the 10 goal, LA has scored to go ahead again. And this one is scored at 1840. And the goal is scored by, let's get rolling here. So that is a 454. LA, where are you? 454 is Donnelly again. Donnelly's having a fantastic game, isn't he? Okay, 2 goals. And we're looking at how many assists. We're looking at a 3-2 assists. And that is a 532. LA, 532. Here we go. That's Taylor. And a 414. It's Curry. Okay. Donnelly from Taylor and Curry. All right, continue on in the first period here. 2 more minutes. We're into the second. And so after 1, it's LA 2, Detroit 1. We're in P2. And, sorry, we're at 0. So we're looking at a 54. Now that's out of range. So second period action here. LA up by 1. That's 2 more minutes off the clock. And no out of range. 3 more minutes. And that's a 21. Yes, another scoring chance. That's a 36. And that is Detroit. Detroit looking to tie it up again with the 9. No, that's a save. They can't do it. Whoops. LA, I think Kelly Rudy's in net. Probably playing some good hockey. 3 more minutes off the clock. 56 is too high. 2 more minutes. Halfway through with a 41. No, that's out of range. No, same time frame. 45. No. And 2 minutes. And 64. Out of range. A minute. And that's a 21. We do have another chance here. And it's a 54. Detroit. Yes, Detroit. Can they go ahead here? Or, sorry, can they tie it up? That's a 6. Save. They cannot. Rudy playing some good hockey. 1, 2, 3. Stoning them. Let's see. That's a 14. Okay, we have a chance here again with the 45. Detroit again. So they're getting a few chances here. They just can't get it past LA's solid defense. That's a 6. That's a save. Again, stoned. Whoops. Another minute. Oh, it's 11 again. And that's triple one. That's twice this game. Nice. And so, sorry, we're looking at a, so we're looking at a 54. 54 is Detroit. All right, Detroit with the chance here again with the 10. Scores! So Detroit finally, after multiple chances, have tied it up at 2. It's in Detroit, so Joe Louis Arena is going nuts. And this is at 17. 17-20. Who gets the goal here for Detroit? It's a 6:44. Oh boy, where are you, Detroit? 6:44. Sorry, I'm a little bit lost here. Here we go. 6:44 is Blake. So Rob Blake with the goal, with the tying goal there. And we're going to have how many assists? That's a 3. That's 2 assists. 4:11. 4:11. Curry getting the assist, his second of the game. And 4:46. Donnelly. Wow. Donnelly could be the star number 1 here. He's been on... Oh, what am I doing? Detroit. I'm looking at LA. I'm a total loser here. So let's go back to Detroit. And let's re-roll all of that. Oh my goodness. Where are you, Detroit? There you are. Okay. Okay, my bad. I'm going to have to just put it down here. Okay, none of this is good. What am I thinking? Okay, goal 4-4. I'm going to re-roll, sorry. All right, a 3:35. This time under the proper table, Detroit 3:35. Jimmy Carson with the goal. All right. And how many assists do we have here? That's a 10. 10 is 1 assist. And we're looking at a 256. 256. That's Paul Eisbart. Okay, so sorry about that, folks. Okay, we're back on track, and it is all... Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. There we go. Now it's 4 goals there. Okay, it's all tied up at 2. Let's continue the period. We're in the second period here. Getting close to the end. It's another minute. That's a 15. Another chance. A chance for 25, which is LA. Just on the edge there with the 10. Scores! LA. And we're looking at, sorry, this is scored at 18:06. This goal is scored by 3:33. Okay, let's get back to LA. Let's do this proper this time. 3:33, Tony Granato with the goal. And how many assists do we have here? Yeah, that's 2 assists. And we're looking at 4:46. 4:46. That's Donnelly. Can you believe it? I can believe it. Sorry. Yeah, this Donnelly didn't count, but still, he's in. He's got the 2 goals and assist here. And our second one is 261. And that's going to be Robitaille. All right, Granato from Donnelly and Robitaille, and LA once again up by 1 goal. Detroit seems to come back, and then LA puts another one in. We're almost at the end of the second period here. 1, 2, 3. We're into the third period. It's a 14. It's a chance, but before I do that, I'm just going to mark down here. Second period, 1 goal apiece. LA up, 3-2. Okay, so we've got a chance in the third period here. Who is it for? It's a 63. It's LA. And it is a 7. No, that's a save. Boy, Detroit's got to pick it up here. They lost the first game 3-2. They're losing the second game 3-2. At home, both of these games. So another 3 minutes off the clock. 32. Yes, that's within scoring range. This is a chance for 63. Again, LA. The dice are just falling for them. 7? No. It's not like Detroit hasn't had their chances either. They have. They've just been stonewalled. That's a 21. That's a chance for 54. Oh, here we go. Detroit. Can they tie it up? LA, Detroit, LA, Detroit, LA. It's time for Detroit to score a goal. And that's an 8 goal. There you go. Detroit tying it up. Close game. Fantastic. Just love having these games that are nice and close. And that is a... what am I looking at here? 439. I got to get my head in the game here. 439. Goal, Detroit. Who scores it? That's a 554. Detroit, where are you? Detroit. I'm probably going the wrong way. I am going the wrong way. What did I say? 554? Oh, boy. Come on. There we go. 554. It's Probert. Bob Probert getting in there. Excellent. I mean, the guy could fight like crazy, but he could score too, you know? He was a good hockey player. Okay, so Probert, and how many assists we got going here? It's 2 assists. It's a 664. 664 Kerr. It says A. Kerr. I have no idea who A. Kerr is, but, you know, you play these games and you learn stuff. So after this game, I'm going to be looking him up and seeing who this fella is. And 546. This is Detroit. 546. 540 is Chase on again. All right, Chase on with his second assist of the game. All right, let's continue to 3. Now we're in. This is period 3. Sorry, gonna mark that down. And now the close game factor comes into effect because it's 2-3. It's 3-3. Close game factor comes into effect, so I have to really pay attention for when we get the asterisk here on the goal chart. 2 more minutes. That's a 23. It's another chance, and that's a 12, which is LA. Of course, Detroit to score. It's got to be LA coming up again, and that's a 5. Goal, straight up goal for LA. And this one is scored at 6:16. And this goal is going to be scored by, what's that, 122. Let's get back to LA here. 122. Yeah, Gretzky. Any low number like that's going to be Gretzky. And how many assists we got here? That's an 8. That's 2 assists, and that's 115. Probably Gretzky. Yeah, he can't assist his own goal. 525. Sandstrom getting on the score sheet here, and no Gretzky. Oh, it's a 111. Wow. Again, we're looking at 323. Paul Coffey, he's getting on the score sheet for the first time also. All right, LA ahead again. Let's continue here. 3 more minutes, and that's a 34. Yes, just within scoring range. That is a 25. LA again. Can they take the 2-goal lead? That's a 3. That's a save, but asterisk. And LA has the close game factor by 2. So I think the way it works is we go to the close game factor here. It's 2. So I think I have to roll, because it's a save and asterisk, they can turn it into a goal by rolling 11 to 43. So here we go. Now, if I'm wrong, you can throw it in the comments. But I'm going to check after the game anyways. But here we go. 11 to 43. Yes, it is a goal. LA, that was LA, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, because LA was going to go up by 2 goals. Okay, so they score another goal in the third period here. This one is at 9:07. Goal scored by 446. 446. That's, well, wow, awesome. Donnelly with the hat trick. Doesn't happen often when I play Mike Owen that I have a hat trick happen, so that's just fantastic. Definitely, Donnelly, definitely the first star. A hat trick and an assist. 4-point game. Fantastic for him. 12. No assist. That was unassisted. All right. And let's move on here. So, LA up by 2. They're going to take a huge series lead here. And 3 more minutes off the clock. 65 is out of range. And same time frame, 25 within range. All right, Detroit, you got to do something here. You got home ice. Fans aren't happy. They're probably booing you by now. And that's a 50. Oh boy, now I've lost my track here. So it was a chance. It's a 53 chance for Detroit. Is that what happened? I'm gonna have to go with that. And it's a 7. It's a save. Oh boy, I hope I didn't get a dice roll wrong there, and that could have been a potential goal for Detroit. But that's the way it goes when those types of things happen when I'm playing tabletop sports like this. I look at it as, the ref missed a call or, something along those lines, and just the way it goes. And so 14th minute here, 63, no. Same time frame, 36, no, out of range, just barely. That one just hit the post. Again, 33, oh, this one, same time frame. So we're getting some action around the net, and that's a 35. Detroit with the 8 goal. So they got the goal, but it's a close game factor. And so how does that work? If it's a goal and you got a close game factor, it could be turned into a save potentially because LA has the advantage. You know what? I'm going to stop. I'm going to pause the video and check for sure. All right. So close game factor. If you're ever confused about this, there's a fella on YouTube. His YouTube channel is called Hockey Unreal, and he has an awesome video on close game factor explaining everything. It's just great. So that's my go-to every time I'm confused about close game factor. So had a quick look. The funny thing was when I was watching the video, I finished watching it, and then I'm like, getting back to the game here, I'm like, wait a second, what, where was I? So I know it was an 8, and I know it was a goal, and I'm pretty sure it was Detroit. So what we're going to do is, because LA has the better close game factor by 2, we got to go to 2 here, and this goal could be changed into a save if I roll 11-43. So Greens first. 46, no save. It is a goal. Detroit does score. So I'm pretty sure I got that right. And really, this close game factor, I really like the way this is done. Third period, teams are just fighting to win, but that close game factor just gives one of the teams basically a bit of an edge. That they could turn that goal into a save, like just fantastic. The goalie just gets the glove out and just beautiful. Or they could turn the team that has a close game factor higher could turn a save into a goal just with a fantastic move. So here we go here. This one is scored at 13-25. So Detroit pulling to within a goal, and I'm sure the fans are just going crazy here. So Detroit, let's get back here. Where are you? And we're going to roll for the goal here for Detroit. It's a 464. 464. It's Burr. And how many assists do we have here? We've got 6. That's 2 assists. So first assist is a 213. That's Fedorov. And second one is a 441. 441. Oh, it's Burr again. We're going to have to re-roll. That is a 161. Fedorov. No, he can't have 2 assists, but I'm going to roll again. It's a 141. There you go, Yzerman. So interesting. Fedorov and Yzerman, that's their first points of the game. Carson, Yzerman, Shepard. Yeah, so their big line. I mean, other than Yzerman, maybe, but yeah, Carson too, I guess. But okay, here we go. So we're looking at 1 goal lead by LA. Can Detroit come back here? And we're still a 1 goal difference, so we are still using the close game factor. So that's 1 minute off the clock. That's a 43. That's out of range. 2 more minutes. Oh, we're cutting it close to the end here. 41. No, too high. 2 more minutes in the 19th minute. 35. Oh, scoring range 34. That one is off the crossbar. This could be the end, ladies and gentlemen. That's 3 more minutes, and that is a 43. That's too high. In the final minute of the third period, assume the team trailing by 1 goal will remove their goaltender and put extra. Oh, sorry. What am I doing here? So we were in the 19th minute here. I'm supposed to roll, and a 1 or 2 results in an automatic scoring chance. So forget that last roll I did there. And no scoring chance. Game is done. Game is over. LA wins. So that's 2 goals apiece here. And so in our final, LA 5, Detroit 4. That's a 5-4 final. And yeah, LA leads 2 games to none. Not impossible for Detroit to come back, but losing those first 2 games at home, that's just horrible. Okay, so before I drop off here, I have been meaning to put together some points leaders, like a points leader chart for the whole playoffs. I mean, I'm into the 3rd round now, and I should have done this before then, but I'm hoping for next time I'll be able to have a quick update on scoring leaders and continuing this series here. Okay, thanks, sports fans. Till later.